Hey guys, so today is a fun orange makeup look. If you know me, you know I love me some orange. I love orange so much. Orange makeup, orange blushes, anything, you know I'm obsessed. And I saw this Kylie lip kit and I was like, oh yes, I need to try it. So of course I got this. I'll be doing a full review demo. I got 5 shades. In that review video, keep an eye out for it because I will also be giving away 2 lip kits because I ordered too many and I was like, what the hell? I'll give them away to you guys because I know how hard they are to get your hands on. I hope you guys enjoy this look. It's definitely a little bit more bold, but you could also change out this lip for a nude lip if you wanted it. So if you want to see how I got this makeup look and some of my favorite products for spring, then let's just get right on into the video. Okay, so this is the eye look that we're going for. There's no liner. The only liner I have is in the inner corner right here just because my eyes have like a weird shape to them. So whenever I apply false lashes, it looks really bare right here. So I just add a little bit of liner in that inner corner. We're going to go ahead and start with the eyeshadow. It's very easy. Almost anyone can do this. And of course the false lashes are optional. You don't have to do them if you don't want to or if you just don't feel comfortable putting on false lashes. So the first thing I'm going to use is this Nars smudge proof eyeshadow base. I love this especially for spring. If you have really oily eyelids, you will adore this product because it is a lifesaver for you. It really helps the creasing. I have such oily eyelids and it took me so long to find something that took care of it. So this is definitely that product. And then I'm going to be excessive today and apply one more primer. I'm just trying this one out. This is the Kat Von D Color Correcting Eyeshadow Primer. This is new by her and it's in a stick form. The way I'm liking to apply it is just put some on my finger like this and then apply it to my lid just because I feel like this pencil is a little bit harsh on my lid and it kind of hurts it a little bit. So I just like to apply it to my finger and then put it all over the lid. It is really creamy, but like I said, I just like to warm it up. And once this gets like a little ball tip to it, like a little bit more rounded, I will go ahead and apply it that way, but I just kind of wanted to get rid of the tip, so I'm just putting it on the back of my finger. Okay, next we're going to use some tape. You guys know I love tape, so I'm just going to take some and take a little piece and put it on the back of my hand. Take it off a couple times. I do this so much. If you have downward eyes, I would definitely recommend this just so that it angles your eyeshadow up and it will help really lift your eyes. So if you have downturned eyes like I do, this is a lifesaver. Using the Morphe 350 palette, I know this is in stock, out of stock, in stock, out of stock, but most of the time it does come back in stock, so just keep an eye out for it. So I am actually going to take this shade right here. This is one of my favorite shades. It's just a nice transition color. I'm going to use the MAC 224. I've been liking this brush to apply transition color just because it's a little bit more precise. My Sigma ones have kind of just like went out and just apply it all over when I really want to have control of that color and where I put it. So this is nice just to have that control, and I like to start right there in the crease a little bit above it, and then I'll just slowly start blending it upwards a little bit towards the brow. I don't want to go all the way towards the brow. I just want to kind of do circular motions and blend out that line just so it fades up towards the brow. And like I said, I like this brush because it's a little bit more precise. It is pricey. You can find alternatives for sure. Sigma's is really good. I've just had mine for so long that they're kind of losing their shape. So I went back to this one because I've had this one in my collection for a really long time. So I'm going to take this bright orange in here. I love oranges. Oranges are my favorite color for spring and summer, and I'm just gonna put this into the outer V and then drag it into the crease. This is a Sigma E25. I really like it. It's a blending brush, and I'm just going to pack that color in. Some people are scared of a really bright orange like this, but it can look so pretty. I really love warm colors, so just blend that right in there. It's okay if some gets on the lid. It's not that big of a deal, but you do want to put some right here in this outer V. Okay, now what we're going to do is we're going to take a white eyeliner. We're going to take a white eyeliner. This one's for Makeup Forever. I think in my vlog I said they were from Urban Decay, but I was really exhausted, so I got that wrong. But we're just going to take this white eyeliner and put it right here in the inner corner of the eye. This just gives a nice base to the cream shadow we're going to put on top. And then I'm going to go in with this Sigma Performance shader lid. This is the E56. It has a really small end to it. I'm just going to first blend this out with that brush. And I'm kind of flicking it upwards like this into the crease a little bit, and also just flicking it out to blend that line. So after that, I'm going to take the cream shade in this palette, and I'm going to put that right on top. Again, doing the same motion of kind of flicking it upwards and out. To get that nice bright inner corner. It's really going to make you look more awake. Okay, the next thing we're going to do, I can't find my flat shader brush that I have from MAC because it's amazing and it's great for packing on lid color. Can't even remember what it's called. So I'm just going to take this one. This is a MAC 239, and I'm going to take a Fix Plus and just spray that. You can use eye drops if you don't have a Fix Plus. Then I'm going to dip it into this color right here, which is one of my favorite shimmery colors. It's gorgeous. This palette is honestly just one of my favorites. That's why it's so beat up, because I take this with me everywhere. And I'm going to put this all over my lid, and I'm going to connect it to this inner corner and just work it out. I don't want to take it all the way to the outer V. I just mainly want to focus it right here. We're going to take that same shadow brush that we used with the orange, and we're just going to go over it. I'm not applying any extra product or anything like that. I'm just using whatever's on the brush. I'm just going to very lightly blend out these edges in the crease and in the outer V. And I am going to just tap it into that orange and fix up this outer V. Make sure it's nice and deep. If you just use a light hand when you're blending this into the lid color, it will fade so nicely. So just the lighter the hand, the better. So then what I'm going to do is curl my lashes and apply mascara, which is the Benefit Roller Lash. I just love this mascara. And then I'm going to apply these lashes. I believe they're from Lena lashes, but I'm not sure. I will double check and leave them down below. I'm going to show you guys really quickly what this look looks like without false lashes. It looks just as good. So that's what it looks like without false lashes. I do like that. I would do that for kind of like an everyday look, but I am going to apply these beautiful little babies, and I'm just going to measure them out. If you find that your false lashes are too long, which a lot of the times they can be because people like to make them extra long because not everybody has the same eye shape. Velour lashes are one of the lashes that honestly are so long. I have to cut off a ton with those, but I'm just going to measure here. And I can kind of just see a little bit that I need to cut off because it's going to be longer once you press it down towards your eyes. You don't want to cut in the inner part of the lash. You want to cut towards the outer corner because it's going to keep your lash looking natural. If you cut from the inner corner, it will mess up the way that the lash looks and make it look kind of chunky on your lashes, and it won't fade as nicely going outwards. So always cut from the outer corner to the inner corner. And you can just cut off a little bit at a time. Don't cut off a lot on your first go around just because you don't want to cut off too much and then have a short lash on your eyes. I'm going to apply my false lash glue. This is the House of Lashes eyelash glue in black. It's my favorite. And House of Lashes has the best eyelash glue ever. I'm just going to put this on the lash. You only need a little bit of this stuff. It gets really tacky really fast, and it's just so good, you guys. I will not use another eyelash glue. I have two of the bigger ones, but I don't know where they're at right now. I just got back from traveling, so I have to find those. And while applying false lashes, I like to have a mirror right up to me. So I'm going to use the mirror from this L'Oreal Infallible Pro Contour because I'm going to use this in the video as well to contour with. I've been loving this stuff. If you haven't tried it out, I definitely would. This is in the shade medium, and it's just awesome. Okay, and now I'm just going to put these on. I like to first place them in the middle and then do the inner corner. And place those where I want them. Get them as close to your lashes as possible. Now I'll take the end and connect this one to the end of my lashes. And then one thing I'll do is I'll go on my fingers and I'll just press them together just so you don't see any gaps, and you can make sure that lash is on nice and secure. Never really show you guys my brows or lashes because I've done videos on them in the past. They've definitely changed as the time has gone. So I figured, since this is such an easy look, I would share it with you guys and share some of my favorite products. Lena Lashes has some of my favorite false lashes. Also Velour, Koko lashes. I'll leave some of my favorite sites down below for false lashes, but Fluff and Wispies by Velour are some of my faves. And then one thing I'm going to do, you can see how I have like this gap right here just because my eye kind of goes in. And when you put false lashes on, it kind of accentuates that. So I'm going to take this Wet n Wild felt tip liner. It's a really, really thin liner. I like this kind of liner for this part because it's really thin at the tip and it's not a brush tip, so I have more control. I personally like felt tip liners a lot more than brush tips because I like the control. So I'm just going to gently put a line right here from the end of the lash to my tear duct area to kind of give it that more almond shape. So that is what it looks like. It just makes it look a little bit more natural. If you feel like it looks a little funny in the inner corner, try putting a little bit of liner there just to kind of even everything out and make it look like there's like a band right there as well, you know? That is it for the eyes. I love them. They're super bright. Just like, it's just my kind of eye. So now we are going to move on to the face. Okay, so for the face, I'm going to share with you guys my favorite like long wearing products. First things first is primers. Primers are so important and I consider this as a primer. I just apply this before any face makeup. And this is the Benefit Matte Rescue, and this is great if you have oily skin. If you don't have oily skin, you could totally skip this step. But I like it because I feel like it does help mattify my face and it also helps with pores. I have larger pores, super oily skin, just some problem areas, so I love this. I'll apply it all over my face and then I'll go in with my Smashbox primer and then another pore minimizer and we'll move on to foundation. Okay, next primer I'm going to use is the Smashbox primer water. Really like this because I feel like it adds a lot of hydration. It is oil free, so it doesn't make me extra oily or anything like that throughout the day. I just like the hydration and the way that foundation applies after I use this product, so that's why I've gone through like 6-7 of these. They're just so good. And then I'm going to be using this. This is the Estee Edit by Estee Lauder Pore Vanishing Stick. I've been really liking this. I think this is so cool. I'll just apply this directly on my pores, which is pretty much where my rosacea is. And then I'll take my fingers and just blend that out. I take it right here in the creases of my nose and just right on my nose as well and right at my cheeks. So the foundation I'll be using today, I need a long wear foundation, and this is the one I always go to if I'm going to be outside, if I'm going to be out doing things for a really long time, if I have an event, I always use this foundation. The Marc Jacobs reMARCable foundation, and I love this. I didn't expect to love it as much as I do, but this is so good, and this is the definition of full coverage, like for real. So I'm going to be mixing the shade 29 and 25. This is the shade 29. And all you need is just a few dots. Like, you literally don't need that much of this foundation because it is so intense and a little bit goes such a long way. But since I have to mix these, normally I don't mix, but I'm kind of in between a bunch of shades right now. So I have to mix this foundation. Might be a little light for me, but I'm going to go ahead and take this artist brush. This is the Oval 8. I've been using this with this foundation and I'm just obsessed with it. So I'm just going to take this brush and apply this foundation all over, and you can just see how full coverage this thing is. It is so intense. So I'm just going to be careful right by the eyeshadow. If you've never tried this foundation, I would definitely try it out. I know a lot of the shades are more yellow toned, and if you have that issue, there's a NYX foundation mixer that is more warm, so you can mix it in with the foundation to give you more of a warm tone if that's what you need. Look at that. One side of my face, like rosacea, looking crazy. My nose is so intense. And this side, it's like, what? You have rosacea? I would have never guessed. If you just have a lot to cover, I would recommend this foundation. If you have perfect skin, I would skip this one because it's so intense. Unless that's the kind of look that you want, then all means, go for it. Because I'm a full coverage kind of person too. I don't like BB creams really or anything like that. I like a full coverage finish, and this is where it's at. So I've been trying out a bunch of new products lately, and some of my favorite products I've been trying are these Smashbox color correcting sticks. I do really like this green one. I think this green one is awesome, but I haven't tried this one. It's the Look Less Tired Light. It's just like the peachy color. This is kind of the peachy one, and I'm just going to apply a little bit of this underneath my eyes to brighten up a little bit. So I'm just going to take my beauty blender and blend that out underneath the eye. Like that. And it has a peachy tint to it, but once you put your concealer on top, you won't be able to tell. Some people use red lipstick underneath their eyes. It's really all just about like what you need and your preferences. I don't have super bad dark circles, so I don't need to go with an intense orange or an intense red. I mean, I could if I wanted to do it for fun, but I don't have to. I've also been using this Urban Decay one, which is in the color peach as well. This is so nice. I love this. But today we're going to be using a new concealer. I've never tried this one, but I heard it's a lighter coverage, so it's good to kind of correct and then apply this on top. But this is the Tarte High Performance Naturals Rainforest of the Sea Aqua Concealer. Like I said, I've never tried it, but hopefully it's good. I like the applicator of it. It's like a little doe foot. Well, it's not little. It's a huge doe foot, but we're just going to apply this like I would my other concealers. And I hope it's good. It definitely smells like concealer. Then again, I'm going to take my beauty blender and just blend this out. I don't know how I like it. I'm so picky with concealer. I always use the Urban Decay Naked Skin Concealer. It's just my fave. I think it's amazing, and it's been hard for me to get away from it. This one doesn't look like it's going to be one of my favorites. Just because it's really yellow. Like, I didn't expect it to be this yellow of a concealer. And this is in the shade Light Medium. Yes. I mean, it looks really nice, but I don't know if this is going to be one of my favorites or not. And if you want to know, I'm actually medium light neutral in the Urban Decay Naked Skin Concealer. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and set this concealer pretty much right away. I'm going to use the Mercier translucent setting powder. I want to get the brightening powder, so let me know if you guys have tried that. I've wanted that for so long. Like, ever since I started YouTube, I really wanted it. So I'm just going to take my beauty blender and we're going to bake. And I never bake, but I've been doing it lately, and I really like the way that my makeup turns out. So I'm just going to take this underneath my eyes and like down my cheek as well. This is really going to help everything stay. And I find that baking really helps with the oil coming through. It makes you not get as shiny as quick. Now what I'm going to do is I'm just going to move on to brows, so then this can all set. We could dust it away and work on bronzer and everything. I've been using Dip Brow in Soft Brown, and I've been loving it again. I was using the Ardell pomades, which are really, really good. But for some reason, I just wanted to try the Anastasia one again, and I've just been really loving it. It's just so nice. You can see how much I've used of this product. Like, I've had this baby for a while. My first one dried out really quickly, but this one's just going strong. And hello, I see some pan down there. You guys probably can't see it, but I'm about to hit pan. So I'm just going to fill in my brows. I kind of follow the natural shape of my brows. I extend them out just a little bit like that. And then I will bring it in to the inner part right here. I don't do anything too crazy, honestly. Just because I feel like brows are my least favorite part. Like, I love the way they look afterwards, but actually doing them kind of like gets on my nerves because I feel like I want to move on to lips or bronzer, and brows are like in my way. They're not my absolute favorite to do on my face, but they make the biggest difference. Brows are just, they're so nice when they're done. Brows are just so like tedious. I guess that's why I don't really like them as much. I'm just like, get it done. That's why I don't use like a pencil or anything, because I feel like using a pencil, I used to use the Brow Wiz, but it took me so long, and I feel like pomades are just easier because you can fill in so much more in a shorter amount of time. And this brush from Tarte is a lifesaver. If I don't have this brush, I'm questioning if I should even do my brows. And then to set the brows, I'm also using Anastasia. I've been using this for so long. It's the brow gel in brunette. It's just so good. And it really makes your brows look more natural. I can't go without this product because I love how it just gives like highlights to the brow in a way. And it really helps match my hair a lot better. So now we're going to clean up and get rid of this bakery that we just did. I feel like I would much rather have my face a little bit lighter than a little bit darker, because all you gotta do is take some bronzer and bronze up the skin to make everything better again. So I'm gonna use a different bronzer today that I got in PR. This is the Too Faced Sweethearts bronzer, and it's in Sweet Tea. So this is what it looks like. I have swatched it, but I haven't actually put it on my face. I'm just hoping it's not like super shimmery or anything. And I'm gonna use this Benefit brush. that I'm obsessed with. I'm going to just hit the higher points of my face. Take it down the side of my face. Since my face is a little bit lighter, I'm going to take some right here just to kind of make the color not look so intense. Then take some on my cheeks. Oh, I like this bronzer. It looks so nice. Moving on to contour, I'm going to use the L'Oreal Infallible Pro Contour, and I'm using the shade Medium 814. I'm going to take this Sonia Kashuk brush. This is a really nice contour brush, and I'm going to draw this underneath my cheekbone and just blend it upwards. Don't blend it downwards. This brush is a little stiff, but it does apply the product exactly where you want it, and it does blend it out really well. So I think it's good. It's a great alternative to the Nars Ita brush if you don't want to spend that much money on a brush. At one point I quit using the Nars Ita and was just using this because I like how precise it is. Okay, so for blush I'm using this NYX one in Bronze. Just looks like that. I'm going to take my blush brush and just tap it in there and lightly go over the cheeks. We're going to blend that out just to make it look a little more subtle. Then highlighter, I'm going to use my favorite highlighter of the moment. It is the Charlotte's Tilbury Gold Bar. What is this called? Bar of Gold highlighter. This is so nice, and just I love this. I think the gold highlight with the orange eyes is just beautiful. So I'm going to use this Anastasia brush I have been loving for highlight. It's the Anastasia A23. And I'm just going to apply this right to the top of the cheekbone. And right here up towards the brow. So I'm going to take that same highlighter and put it underneath my brow. I just love taking the same highlighters I use on my face for my brows. I feel like it just sinks together so nicely. Also put some in the inner corner to brighten that up. And then for the waterline, I'm going to use that same white eyeliner, M16. I'm just going to put this on my waterline. Just like that. Then I'm going to take a pencil brush and that same darker orange color right here. I'm just going to blend this out on my lower lash line. I feel like this orange eyeshadow really brings out the gold highlights. So pretty. And then I'm going to apply mascara to my lower lashes just to kind of finish the eyes off. If you feel like you put on too much mascara on your bottom lashes or it just looks a little clumpy, take your finger and wiggle it back and forth lightly on the lashes and it will help separate and get rid of that excess product. So I wanted to do something a little bit more dramatic with this look, and I wanted to use 22. The box looks a little more red. I was hoping it was more orange, but we will see. Yeah, it's weird. I feel like it looks more orange in the packaging than it does on the box. Anyways, so I'm going to use the lip liner. It's my first time ever using this, so let's hope it's good. Creamy, I like it. This is going to be bold, and I'm like so pumped for it. Oh, I don't know if I like the smell. I really like the color it dries down to. Like, it's orange, but it's not too orange. Like, I would wear it. So I bought it, though. Of course, you could do more of a neutral lip, but I think this is fun. Like, it's so orange and bright. I like it. This dried down so quick, and it's like you can't even feel it. It's, even when you rub your lips together, it just feels not even like velvet. It just feels like nothing. So far, I'm liking that. It feels really good. That is it for this video. I hope you guys enjoyed this. Don't forget to give it a thumbs up if you did. I will see you all in my next video. Bye. Guys, we're at the bowling alley now. We just got done with the barbecue. Taking my shoes off. We just got done with the barbecue, and now we're going to
bowl.